The Architects of Apocalypse. A documentary history of the atomic bomb. The history of humanity is marked by moments that redefine our existence. The 6th of August, 1945, was one such moment. However, the story of that cataclysmic fire did not begin with a roar in the sky. It began decades earlier in the quiet, dust-filled laboratories of brilliant scientists. 1. The invisible giant, piercing the atom. At the dawn of the 20th century, the world believed the atom was the smallest, indivisible unit of matter. But visionaries like Albert Einstein, Niels Bohr, and Ernest Rutherford began to pull back the curtain. In 1905, Einstein formulated the most famous equation in history. This simple formula revealed a staggering truth. Even a tiny amount of mass contains an immense reservoir of energy. At the time, there was no known way to unlock it, but the theoretical foundation for the most powerful weapon in history had been laid. 2. Fission, the Great Divide. In late 1938, in Berlin, Germany, chemists Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann performed a breakthrough experiment. They bombarded a uranium nucleus with neutrons and found that the atom didn't just chip, it split into 2 nearly equal parts. This was nuclear fission. The news sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Hungarian physicist Leo Szilard immediately realized the terrifying implication. If a splitting atom released neutrons that could split other atoms, it would create a chain reaction. This could lead to an explosion of unimaginable proportions. 3. The Manhattan Project, a secret race. With World War II erupting, scientists feared that Nazi Germany might develop an atomic weapon first. This fear led to a letter from Einstein to President Roosevelt, sparking the most expensive and secretive scientific endeavor in history, the Manhattan Project. Under the scientific leadership of J. Robert Oppenheimer and the military direction of General Leslie Groves, a secret city was built in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Thousands of people worked across different sites, often without knowing the true nature of their work. Oak Ridge, Tennessee, produced uranium-235. Hanford, Washington, produced plutonium-239. 4. The Trinity Test. I am become death. On the 16th of July, 1945, at 5:29 a.m., the world's first nuclear device, nicknamed the Gadget, was detonated in the New Mexico desert. The explosion was brighter than 1,000 suns. A massive mushroom cloud rose into the atmosphere, turning the desert sand into green glass. Watching the horrific beauty of the blast, Oppenheimer recalled a line from the Bhagavad Gita, "Is greater than, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds, is greater than 5. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The day the earth stood still. Although Germany had surrendered, the war in the Pacific continued. To avoid a massive bloody ground invasion of Japan, U.S. President Harry Truman authorized the use of the new weapon. Little boy, August Chasse, o mie no sute patruzeci și cinci. At 8:15 a.m., the B-29 bomber Enola Gay dropped a uranium-based bomb over Hiroshima. In a flash, 70,000 to 140,000 people vanished or were fatally burned. The city was leveled. Fat Man, Nagasaki. 3 days later, on August 9, a plutonium-based bomb was dropped on Nagasaki. Another 70,000 lives were lost. On August 15, Emperor Hirohito announced Japan's unconditional surrender. World War II was over, but the nuclear age had begun. 6. Atomic bomb versus hydrogen bomb. Understanding the power. While the terms are often used interchangeably, there is a massive technical and destructive difference between atomic and hydrogen bombs. Feature: atomic bomb, fission; hydrogen bomb, fusion. Process: splitting heavy atoms, uranium, plutonium, fusing light atoms, hydrogen isotopes. Energy release: large scale, exponentially larger. Power unit: kilotons, thousands of tons of TNT. Megatons, millions of tons of TNT. Trigger, conventional explosives, requires an atomic bomb as a match. Modern thermonuclear hydrogen bombs are thousands of times more powerful than the bombs dropped on Japan. 7. The Cold War and the doctrine of MAD. After 1945, the secret was out. The Soviet Union detonated its first device in 1949, triggering a global arms race. This led to the era of MAD, mutually assured destruction. The idea that if one superpower attacked the other, the retaliation would ensure both were completely destroyed. This terrifying balance of power is largely credited with preventing another direct world war between superpowers. 8. The modern paradox. Curse or blessing? Today, roughly 13,000 nuclear warheads exist globally. While the threat of nuclear winter remains a dark cloud over humanity, the science of the atom has also brought light. Nuclear power provides roughly 10% of the world's electricity with zero carbon emissions. Medicine. Radioisotopes are used in life-saving cancer treatments and diagnostic imaging. Space exploration. Nuclear batteries power probes like Voyager and Perseverance into the deep reaches of our solar system. Conclusion. Nuclear science has handed humanity the keys to the engine of the stars. We can use that power to provide infinite energy and cure diseases, or we can use it to erase civilization in an afternoon. The story of the atomic bomb is not just a story of physics and math. It is a moral mirror. It reminds us that while our scientific knowledge may be infinite, our survival depends on our wisdom. The black rain of Hiroshima remains a permanent warning. Science without conscience is the ruin